This is what I need to know. Right. You live controlling. Please work, please work, please work, please work. Please work. Please work. Are we working? That's what I need to know. Because sometimes it works and then sometimes it doesn't work and then... But I think it might be working. I don't know. Can you hear me? This is the question that we're having today. I think we are. I think we're okay. Right. I am going to very quickly share this to my social media. This is the first time I've done a live stream that's actually worked. And I think it's because I've actually lowered the quality of my live stream. I've tried to do this a couple of times in the past. And it hasn't worked because the quality's been too low. So, the fact that it's actually doing this and the connection is good is a good start. Don't try and stream in 4K is the lesson I learned from there. Fantastic. I also need to put my phone on charge. That's... This is all side notes. We're going to get into the chat in a second when I actually share this to my social media, because we have a lot to catch up on. Obviously, this is just going to stay up afterwards. The last podcast episode I uploaded was 119 days ago. I'm so sorry, guys. Life has been crazy. We're going to have a bit of a catch up, a bit of a recap on the chaos, I think is what I'm going to call this, because at the moment, it's not letting me share the stream. Okay, great. That's fantastic. We love when that happens. Okay, so basically what I'm trying to do right now is basically share... That's hilarious. So basically what I'm trying to do is share the stream on my Instagram story so people know what I'm doing. And oh my god, it's working, and the quality is okay. Oh, look at me being a YouTuber. Alright. That's great. We love when that happens. Alright. So, I am very sorry that I haven't been uploading recently. Okay. That's weird. Okay, it says... Okay. Well, unless that's going to become a problem, I'm not going to change that, so... It's telling me to change the bitrate, which I'm not going to do right now. Sorry, guys. Right, just doing a little bit of a... do-do-do-do-do. Boom. This is me being a YouTuber and being good at what I do. Alright, I'm sure once this goes up properly... I don't even know how long I'm going to be streaming for, in all honesty. Let's see, live stream on the podcast channel, chat. That'll be enough, right? There'll be some people I know who will be joining this, so, at least I hope so. So, yeah. Right, that's been sent now, that's good. I need to put my phone on charge. Alright! Catch up. This is the catch up time. I might edit this at a later date, I don't know. Putting my phone on charge, this is what's happening. Alright. As you can see, I already have makeup on from today. Normally my podcast is, when I put on makeup and talk about politics. This is what we normally do over here. However, right now, I'm just going to talk to you guys, and this is even on my webcam, because, normally I have my proper camera and it's all light. I was going to put my light on. That's what I was going to do, even before I started the stream. Sorry guys, this is, if you're new here, this is all very chaotic. It's usually a lot more professional than this. It's just, I had to do something today. I just had to, okay? With all the chaos that's gone on, and it just gives me an opportunity to actually catch you guys up on where I've been and what's happening. which is always very good. So, reconnect to my bulb. Right, so this bit of context, my bulb in my light here is Bluetooth, like phone controlled, and I change it to ironically Tory blue, which we're going to talk about why it's ironic in a minute, although you already know. It's not connecting. Why isn't it connecting? Yo, you're literally... Oh, because it's not on, idiot. Right. Step 1, turn on your light and it'll work. Alright. It needs to be on to share the signal, you absolute div. Right. This is usually the vibe we go for, but it's usually dark. And then this is like the atmosphere, and I usually have my ring light out and everything. So if you want to go see a better version of the podcast, there's like 4 episodes up you can go watch. Anyway, hi guys. This is I've not made a podcast episode in a long time, and I do want to apologize for that. Life has been crazy. If you guys don't, just to catch up on a little bit on my personal life, for the past 9 months, like since I started this podcast, basically, I've been working in retail. I'm a graphic designer, so that's like by degree, and by sort of training, so that's not what I should have been doing, but I did out of necessity. Unfortunately, that meant that my sleep schedule and just life schedule was all over the place, and therefore I didn't really have that much time to make content, unfortunately. That goes for my main channel as well, because this isn't my main channel, this is just like a side project, because I like politics, but because of my schedule, I wasn't really able to make content, so there we are. I'm currently in a new job, which does incorporate more graphic design. It's actually a company I did a rebrand for, and then they sort of hired me as sort of in-house designer, admin. My hair is also reflecting the chaos of my life and this political sphere, but yeah, so basically I'm in a little bit more of a stable position. And also I've been watching a lot of creators who do live streams and sort of more casual, sort of chatty content, and I feel like that's more suited to where my mental health is at the moment and just my energy levels. So I'm going to experiment with a few things. But yeah, that's where I've been. Since my last podcast episode, a lot has happened in terms of politics, okay? The last episode I made was basically like my predictions for 2024 and what was going to happen. And a few of those things have not quite happened the way that I thought they were going to do. Well, let's start with kind of the first major thing that happened, which was back in, like, April, I think. Lee Anderson, who was quite a prominent figure in the Conservative Party, as I'm sure you guys are aware, he defected to Reform UK. Not a shocker. He made some comment, I think, about... It was Sadiq Khan pandering to the Muslim community in London because he's Muslim. I think that was trying to... Although he didn't actually say that, it was just kind of implied. And for that, he got kind of a bit of slap on the hand. I think he got his... Did he get suspended from the party? I think he did. And as a response to that, he took his ball and went and joined Richard Tice. Not a shocker, because I know he was friends with him anyway. But at the same time, it was like, really? Yeah, I had to do that? Okay. Because if you guys don't know, I don't trust that man as far as I could throw Tice, that is, not Lee Anderson. Well, both of them now, actually, but Tice especially, and the whole of the Reform UK party, it's just not good, I don't think, for democracy or the political sphere. They're trying to be the Conservatives, and they're just not. They're dangerous, I think, and I've always had a bad feeling about them, and they're just trying to rile up the wrong people. Not necessarily the wrong people, they're just trying to rile up a big group of people. I don't think it's going to work. Anyway, but yeah, so that was the first big thing that happened. That started a bit of a domino effect, didn't it? About, with some other MPs also joining the Reform UK party and defecting from the Conservatives. And we've had quite a few MPs in the past few weeks, especially, which we're going to get to, stepping down or defecting. People just walking across the floor to the opposition. Like, we've had a couple of people go to Labour. Which, ironic considering what we're about to talk about in a bit with Mark Logan that happened today, which is why I was prompted to make this, to be fair. I'm like, of all times, Anna, you just got to get on the podcast channel. So that's what's happened, and hence we're here. So yeah, that was the first thing that happened. That was kind of the first thing that kind of was like, oh, this is not happening the way that I thought it would, according to my predictions video. Because my predictions video, I thought that, I don't actually, hang on, I don't even know what I was even trying to predict in that video, in all fairness. What was I even trying to say? It's been so long, like, I genuinely can't remember. That's how crazy this is. I'm literally going to my own channel right now, to even look at what I said. Hang on, because I have another setup, that I'm using, OBS, by the way, if you guys are curious, if you're content creators. So right now I can do this, look at that, where, hey, movie magic. I don't know why that's flipped the opposite direction. Hang on, let's change that a second. I don't know if I can actually, can I change this right now? Hang on. Can I? I can. Oh, I can. Yay, there we go. Now I'm the right way around again. Brilliant. Alright, so this was the video, this was the last video I made. This was the last episode I made 3 months ago.
I did meet him in October.
Yeah, and I was talking about meeting Lee Anderson. I was talking about the illegal migration. Oh dear. My hair looks pretty though. That is not the way to use that cream shadow. I have now learned, by the way. Right.
Like, there is no way that they're gonna keep him post-election. Sorry, Hon, you were either, because it would just be stupid, okay? We're trying to show that we're a party of solidarity and not one that just swaps and flip-flops leaders just for the sake of it. Like, we want to show, if we want to swap a leader, that we're gonna have
Okay, so I was talking about Rishi Sunak. I don't actually remember what I said about Lee Anderson. Sorry about that. We're gonna go back to this. Okay. But movie magic. Alright. Also, yes, no, I do have a lot of tabs open on Chrome. I'm not even going to apologise for that. Okay. Yeah, so Lee Anderson. I mean, I thought that he was going to be a long-standing MP, in all honesty, but obviously he went and defected to Reform. And hey, who knows if he's going to survive the election? And that is our next topic, the general election. Oh, dear Lord. We thought we had a few more months, didn't we? Fellow Conservatives will agree. We thought it was going to happen in, like, November. Like, at least let us have conference, Jesus. Let us enjoy Birmingham for as much as Birmingham can be enjoyed. Don't kill me for that. Although, you can't because Andy Street isn't mayor anymore. But, if you know, you know. Yeah, we thought, we were like, yeah, let us have Birmingham, let us have the last hurrah, and then murder the party. Don't murder us on Independence Day in the US. I mean, not that that really means anything to us in the UK, but still, 4th of July? Seriously? Sunak? What are you doing? Huh? What are you doing, okay? That's like when, I don't know what that's like when I'm not that much of a comedian, but, you know, it's like, let us have some time, yeah? I mean, Parliament dissolved yesterday. Well, midnight. So today? Midnight, right? Yesterday. Whatever. Midnight. In the past 24 hours. And we thought that, you know, we were going to have a bit more time. No. He's gone, okay, Parliament's dissolved. Let's have a bean feast. Like, well, at least that's what he said to Labour. Because that's exactly what they're doing. I mean, not that Labour have got any policies. They still haven't. Name one policy that isn't just them trying to be conservatives and just because they don't have their own real manifesto yet, so they're just trying to take what the Tories are saying, twist it a little bit. It's like, I'm going to copy your homework but change it a bit so it looks like yours. That's exactly what Labour have been doing since Starmer got in. You can't argue with me on that. That is just the way it is, right? And yeah, it's just insane. But that with this election being called so soon, fuel to the fire. I mean, to be honest, I think Sunak has given up of any kind of hope at this point about what is happening and like about the election. I think deep down he knows, but unfortunately, instead of trying to stick it out and still trying to, you know, promote hope, what he's done is, you know what, guys? You know what? I'm done pretending. Screw this. Election 4th of July. Like, the man has lost all hope, and I think he's finally got to that point. But he's thrown in the towel. And as much as on the press he's still like, oh yeah, the Conservatives could still win, we're gonna do XYZ national service. We'll get to that in a second. But you know, it's we're gonna do XYZ if we win the election, vote for us, yada yada. And then but then in the same breath he's like, yeah, but you can't say that when you literally call the election on the 4th of July. Like an idiot. Don't expect us to believe that, Sunak, come on. And yeah, don't expect us to believe that when you're coming out with Mickey Mouse policies like bringing back national service for all 18-year-olds. When I tell you I was gagged when that came out. When I tell you I had to pick my jaw up off the floor. Okay? Stupid. Absolutely insanity. Absolute insanity. Such an infringement on freedom of choice for young people. And hell, I get it, okay? Some areas of society and the country need disciplining, okay? I get it. That it would do some people good. Do not blanket that over every 18-year-old. Now, granted, some details about the scheme are yet to come out. We're still waiting. Still waiting for the details. But the way it's been presented, I mean, the whole thing's stupid anyway, regardless of the details, but, you know, the way it's been presented is just lunacy. Don't blanket every 18-year-old in this country and pretend like, oh, all of a sudden they have to be treated like young offenders. Since when? Sunak, since when? You know? It's one of those things where it's like, for real? That's how you're treating our young people? No. Some of them need it. The majority of them don't. Make that distinction very clear. And hell, you know, there are going to be, and yes, there aren't going to be legal repercussions for those who don't do it. Then what's the point in trying to propose it in the first place? Quickly. Like, what is this? What is this madness? Okay, like, let's be clear. Conservatives have been holding their head in their hands ever since the man got in. Let's be very clear about that, okay? But at the same time, he's just taken us to the cleaners at this point. He's making it worse. And we just have to sit back and be like, hey, we have actually genuinely good, hardworking people behind this party who are getting their reputations destroyed because of one man and his policies. And people's misunderstanding in that because you support a party, you support all their policies. And now we're having to give disclaimer after disclaimer after disclaimer because Rishi Sunak has been making a mockery of the Conservative Party ever since he got in. I still maintain the fact he was better as Chancellor. Furlough, and he's had to help out, is that man's legacy. Not being Prime Minister. Okay? He does not need to be known for the man as the man who was Prime Minister. He needs to be known as the man who financially got us through the pandemic. And also tried to imply that actors needed to retrain because they didn't have proper jobs. Which we're just gonna archive as a bad comment that should have never happened. But the point being, the man is a clown and has made a clown circus of the Conservative Party since he got in. And none of us wanted him. Well, some did. We only voted. But we didn't even vote for him. Wait, what am I on about? We voted for Liz Truss. We didn't vote for this guy. And we voted for Liz Truss because there was nobody else. It was because it was either her or him. Like, 2022 was a mad year, wasn't it? And it's been a mad year ever since. You know, it's just, everything blends into one politically. It's crazy. So yeah, it was Lee Anderson, and then the domino effect of defections. General election is called. National service. This is all like in the past like week as well. National service, you think, okay, can't get any worse. This evening. Have I got something in my teeth? I just noticed that. Nobody's here to actually tell me. Alright. It's still there. Just ignore that it's there. Blooper reel. Alright. Like, what the hell even is that? We're good. Alright. I just had my tea. Just, Anyway. Right. So this evening, now I'm in a Conservative Friends and group, Conservative Friends and Supporters group chat, based in Bolton, because I went to Bolton Uni and I go and help sometimes out with the councils over there, and also have done occasionally for Mark Logan MP. Now, the reason I made this live stream, this is the reason it was prompted in the first place, was because of this man's, lunacy. Why is it always Labour brings the lunacy? I don't know why no one else is in here, by the way, because I made this public. So, nobody is on the live stream. I don't really know. I mean, this is still going to be up for people to watch afterwards, so I don't really know why I'm stressing. But, like, yeah, so Mark Logan has been the MP for Bolton North East since 2019. Okay, he was part of the 2019 cohort, same as Lee Anderson, actually. And he's always been lovely. Whenever I've met him, he knows my name. He always is like, oh yeah, you're the guy from near Blackpool, right? I'm like, yeah. You know, he's always been really, really pleasant with me and with anyone else that I've seen him interact with. He's been very good at talking to constituents, standing up for constituents, talking in the comments about it. He's been a good voice, I feel like, for Bolton North East. Now, I can reveal, I think safely now, that that view has not been shared by my Conservative colleagues in Bolton. They did not have the same opinion of him. And I think we can quite safely trash him now, because it came out today that after the dissolution, that's how you say it, isn't it? I've got the right word there. Yeah, I did. Of Parliament, the man has stepped down as an MP, which wasn't revealed before. He was going to stand otherwise. And I'm pretty sure, like, the leaflets and everything had been printed and had been, been given out. Because I know the people in Bolton are very good at being vigilant with leafleting and things. I would know. I've been to quite a few of the sessions. Not only has he stepped down as an MP, he's defecting to Labour. The man is defecting to Labour. Now, I don't think he has that many Labour policies within him, personally. Not that I know him that well. I just know he's always been a nice guy to me. And he's always been a nice, pleasant guy to everyone else, as well. People are calling him a bastard and a prat now. But, and kind of always have behind the scenes. But, the man has always been pleasant. And, to me, has stood up for his constituents, which for some MPs you can't always say the same. However, when I tell you this had me gagged, again, jaw off the floor. Because I wasn't so surprised that he stepped down as an MP, because there were genuine fears that he wasn't going to hold his seat, so fair enough. You know when you're defeated, have some self-awareness. I was alright with that. It was the Labour bit. And the reason it was the Labour bit is because Bolton Council doesn't have a solid majority at the moment, right? They're not leaning either way. But the Labour group there are pretty prominent. The first thing the Bolton Labour did when they got more councillors into the council last year, 2023, locals, is they gave themselves, I think it's a 17% pay rise, and they have done nothing since in terms of building on brownfield sites. For those who know Bolton, they know there's a lot of brownfield sites need developing on. It looks a little bit of a mess in the town centre. Things need sorting out. The Conservative group there were starting those developments right before they got slated in the generals. Not the generals, the locals. Right? Oh, somebody is viewing the live stream. I don't know who, but somebody is. I can't see the chat either. That's a problem. I should probably bring up the chat, because that's not me. I will say that now. That is not me in there. I just the one person. That's not me. I need the chat. There we go. I need the chat. But yeah, this is fun. Cool. Anyway, whoever's in the chat, say hi. Anyway, but what was I saying? Yeah, so Labour. Bolton Labour have been useless. And the fact that he's been direct, you know, witness of that. He knows what Labour people are like, and knows what Labour people do and don't do. And to come forward, in terms of Westminster, to come forward to join the party when it's Keir Starmer's Labour, who have come forward with no real manifesto, who have got more infighting than the Conservatives. I can't say the Conservatives have ever had, because let's be real, but, you know, that the Conservatives have had a bit, you know, there's a lot of infighting going on, Diane Abbott being one of them, like the main scandal at the moment, but who, by the way, I don't think should ever be admitted back into the party, the woman's bat. Anyway, I've just got a picture of a bat's body with Diana Abbott's head on it. I don't know. My brain does weird things. Anyway, but she's been the butt of jokes for a reason, alright? Anyway, but the fact that he's gone, oh yeah, Keir Starmer's Labour, that sounds like my party, is actually baffling. I thought the man had more intelligence than that from, you know, interactions I've had with him in person. But apparently not. So, I don't know. All I've known is that this evening the group chats have been descending into madness, and quite a few insults have been thrown around. Quite a lot of making fun of him, which, to be fair, I've defended him on so many occasions. From what I've seen him do, from seeing him, you know, stand up for constituents in the chamber, to going to talk to them, to everything. I've seen him do all of that, right? And the fact that now he's done this, and I've defended him in front of, like, top councillors, right? It's a little bit insane, the fact that he's done this, and I feel a little bit of a fool, is all I'm saying. I mean, I genuinely thought he was a good person. I genuinely did. This is incredibly disappointing that he's done this, just on a personal level, and to Bolton, because now they have to scramble for a candidate. I mean, there are a couple of people who are willing to step forward, I know, but they've just been left in such a state. Because originally he was going to defend the seat, and that's what they were all prepared to do. And I was saying, like, oh yeah, when it comes to the general election, I'm going to show up for Mark. Like, yeah, definitely going to show up for Mark, because he's one person I think who would be really good to keep that voice for Bolton. But not anymore. So, c'est la vie. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like I should end the stream now, because there's nobody here, and I've just had a bit of a rant about what's been going on. But the conclusion of all this is that the country is even more of a mess than we could have ever predicted. We were insanely screwed to begin with, and now, I mean, I don't know. It's just, c'est la vie. C'est la vie. Why am I saying that? I don't like French. Anyway, but I hope, for those of you who are going to watch this afterwards, I hope you enjoyed it. I don't know if I should carry on doing this kind of in live stream format, because I know I have enjoyed, like, the previous episodes that I've done with my proper camera and everything, and doing my makeup, which is supposed to be the whole concept of this, by the way. This is what playing in politics is. It's a take on, like, playing in makeup and politics. It's makeup and politics, that's what this podcast is. It's Bailey Sarian without the murder. That was the whole thing, you know, the whole preface. So just some hopeless young Tory scrabbling at, you know, what is left of this country. And doing makeup and making politics more approachable for people, because that's what I want to do. For somebody who always felt very intimidated walking into politics for the first time and talking to people, I just want to make it more approachable and more friendly, so we can all just laugh together, have a bit of a jolly old time during this apocalypse. But yeah, so hope you enjoyed it. If this is a format you'd like to see more of me, just instead of you using like my actual camera, I mean, I might invest in a new camera, I don't know. Then I can connect to my laptop so we can do like a proper setup, I don't know. Because it's a bit of a faff with the tripod and then just having to constantly see what's going on. Like, I love my camera, but it cuts out at weird times and all that stuff, so I have some things I need to consider. I might even get a new microphone, maybe for live streams on my main channel, because I like this setup. I think it's going to be alright for me doing my makeup when it's on a stand. But on my main channel, I do also want to start to do live streams, so I don't know if I'm going to do like the Adam McIntyre style of handheld mic, because I know the one he uses now, I found it, and I'm considering investing in it, so there you go. But yeah, welcome to the UK. We are in the midst of a chaotic general election race, and it's just getting even more chaotic by the day, evidently. But yeah, hopefully next time will be a proper live stream. Or a proper episode where I actually do my makeup and we talk about a topic and whatever. But I feel like I want to do more content about the general election as that comes up, because obviously that's going to be a lot of what we're going to be talking about and what's going to be in the news and whatever. So there's going to be a lot to talk about in the coming few weeks in the lead up to the general election. And I'm going to be talking about how I'm going to vote, because at the moment I'm genuinely confused. Because I don't know if I can vote Conservative. I'm sorry. I mean, the candidate where I am is good. He's decent. I think he's alright. But I don't know if I want Rishi Sunak's government back. And that's coming from a member of the party. Not that I've ever been a fan of his. I haven't. But and there's been a lot of issues within the party over the past few years. But I just don't know anymore. You know? So, hope you enjoy. Hope this is okay. Hopefully we're back in a proper format next time. And, yeah. Just wanted to catch up, really. I'm gonna go. See you guys in the next one. Have a nice evening. Let's do some makeup next time, eh? Let's make this lighthearted. See you guys in the next one. Boom. Fantastic. We did